Have you ever felt like you know what to do, but you just can't stay consistent? You want success, but your mind keeps distracting you, delaying things, and giving excuses? If yes, then this video is going to change the way you think. Because today we'll talk about how to discipline your mind for success in a simple and practical way. And before we start, this channel is new, and your support means a lot. Please help us reach 1,000 subscribers so we can keep bringing more valuable content like this. Now let's dive into 10 powerful points to discipline your mind. 1. Set clear goals. One of the most important steps to discipline your mind is to set clear and specific goals in life. When you know exactly what you want, your mind stops wandering in different directions and starts focusing on one purpose. Without clear goals, you may feel confused, lazy, or unmotivated because you don't have a fixed direction to follow. But when your goals are well-defined, every action you take starts making sense. You begin to understand why you are working hard, why you are sacrificing comfort, and where you are actually going in life. Clear goals act like a roadmap that guides your decisions, habits, and daily routine. They give your mind a reason to stay disciplined even when distractions come your way. 2. Practice mindfulness daily. Practicing mindfulness daily means making a habit of being fully aware of your thoughts, emotions, and actions throughout the day instead of running on autopilot. Most people live either in the past, thinking about mistakes. Mindfulness brings your attention back to the present moment, which is the only place where real life is happening. When you start your day with mindfulness, your mind becomes calmer, clearer, and more stable. You begin to notice your thoughts without getting controlled by them, which helps you respond to situations more wisely instead of reacting emotionally. This practice also improves your focus because a present mind does not easily get distracted by unnecessary thoughts or external noise. Over time, it strengthens your self-control and mental discipline, making it easier to stick to your goals and routines. Even small practices like sitting quietly for a few minutes, focusing on your breathing, or paying full attention to one task at a time can significantly improve your mental energy, productivity, and overall peace of mind. 3. Avoid distractions. Avoiding distractions is one of the most powerful habits you can build if you want to discipline your mind and achieve success. In today's world, distractions are everywhere, especially in the form of smartphones, social media. These things may feel entertaining for a few minutes, but they slowly steal your time, focus, and energy without you even realizing it. When your mind keeps jumping from one thing to another, it becomes difficult to concentrate on important tasks and finish your work on time. That's why it is very important to reduce unnecessary phone usage and limit social media to only what is useful. Instead of reacting to every notification, try to take control of your attention and decide what deserves your time. 4. Build self-control habits. Building self-control habits means training your mind to do what is right even when you don't feel like doing it. Success is not about motivation all the time. It is about having control over your actions, emotions, and decisions. When you develop self-control, you stop giving in to laziness, distractions, and short-term pleasures that can harm your long-term goals. Instead, you start choosing discipline over comfort. This includes small daily actions like finishing your work on time, avoiding unnecessary breaks, and sticking to your promises. Every time you control your urge to quit or get distracted, your mind becomes stronger. Slowly, these small habits shape your personality and make you more focused and responsible. 5. Do hard tasks first. Doing hard tasks first means you should always start your day by completing the most difficult or important work before anything else. In the morning or when your mind is fresh, your energy level, focus, and decision-making ability are at their highest. If you use this time for easy or less important tasks, You waste your best mental energy and later struggle to complete difficult work. That's why it is better to eat the frog first, which means finishing the hardest task at the beginning of the day. When you complete challenging work early, you feel a sense of achievement and confidence, which keeps you motivated for the rest of the day. It also reduces stress because the biggest task is already done and everything else starts feeling easier. On the other hand, if you delay hard tasks, your mind keeps thinking about them, which creates pressure and distraction. By building the habit of doing difficult work first, you train your mind to face challenges instead of avoiding them. This improves discipline, productivity, and overall success in the long run. 6. Practice self-control. Practicing self-control means learning how to manage your thoughts, actions, and desires in a way that supports your long-term success instead of giving in to short-term comfort. Self-control is the ability to say no to these unnecessary pleasures when they are stopping you from doing what truly matters. It is not about stopping enjoyment completely, but about choosing wisely when and how to enjoy things without losing focus on your goals. When you develop self-control, you become more responsible and focused because you are no longer controlled by impulses or distractions. Every time you resist temptation and stick to your priorities, you strengthen your discipline and mental power. 7. Stay consistent. Staying consistent means doing your work regularly, even when you don't feel motivated or when results are not visible immediately. Many people start with strong energy and big plans, but they lose focus after a few days because they expect quick success. Consistency is what separates successful people from others because real growth always happens slowly, step by step. Even small efforts done daily may seem unimportant in the beginning, but over time, they create powerful results that can completely change your life. When you stay consistent, your mind develops discipline and learns to work without depending on feelings or mood. It becomes a habit, not a struggle. On the other hand, if you stop and start again repeatedly, you break your progress and lose momentum. That's why it is important to keep going no matter how small the effort is each day. Whether it is studying, practicing a skill, or working on your goals, consistency builds strong habits, improves confidence, and leads you toward long-term success. 8. Surround yourself with focused people. Surrounding yourself with focused and goal-oriented people is very important if you want to build a disciplined and successful mindset. The people you spend time with have a strong influence on your thoughts, habits, and behavior, even without you realizing it. If you stay around lazy, negative, or distracted people, their habits slowly affect your own mindset and reduce your motivation. On the other hand, when you spend time with people who are hardworking, disciplined, and focused on their goals, you naturally start thinking and behaving in a similar way. A good environment pushes you to improve, stay consistent, and take your goals seriously. You also learn new ideas, better habits, and positive ways to handle challenges. Being around the right people keeps you inspired and accountable, which helps you avoid distractions and stay on track. That's why choosing your circle wisely is very important, because your environment plays a big role in shaping your mindset and determining your success. 9. Train your mind daily. Training your mind daily means continuously working on improving the way you think, focus, and understand things. Just like your body becomes stronger with regular exercise, your mind also becomes sharper and more powerful when you practice learning every day. You can train your mind by reading books, learning new skills, watching educational content, and reflecting on your thoughts and decisions. When you make learning a daily habit, your thinking becomes more clear, logical, and disciplined. It also helps you develop better problem-solving skills, which are very important for success in any field. A trained mind is less confused and more confident because it knows how to handle challenges calmly and effectively. 10. Never quit early. Never quitting early means you should develop the habit of continuing your efforts even when things get hard, uncomfortable, or slow. Most people give up not because they cannot succeed, but because they stop too soon when they don't see quick results. In reality, success is often just beyond the point where people decide to quit. Every big achievement takes time, patience, and repeated effort, and there will always be challenges along the way. But these challenges are not signs to stop. They are part of the process that makes you stronger and more capable. When you keep going despite failures, doubts, or slow progress, you build resilience and mental toughness. You also start learning from your mistakes instead of fearing them, which improves your skills over time. The key idea is simple. Consistency and persistence always win in the long run. So instead of giving up early, remind yourself that every extra effort you make brings you one step closer to success, even if you cannot see it immediately.